Hi everybody, welcome back to the workshop. Okay, today I've got loads in today. I've just got back off holiday, so lots of work to be doing, trying to play catch up. But today we've got in a Brother LS2125, which is one of the cheaper of the Brother range. I've just plugged it in, checked the fuse, that's okay. I'm just going to run it and listen to it before I strip it down. Onto zigzag. Doing zigzag. Auto stitch length on this, I think. There's no stitch length adjuster. The only adjustment you've got is the stitch and the tension. Reverse, which is working. There's no stretch stitches on this. So a very basic machine. And let's make a start on servicing it. First thing to do is take the bobbin case out. Take the hook retaining clip out. All I'm going to do now, I've got it onto wide zigzag, which is number 5, which is there. And I'm just going to check the timing. Looks okay. Don't need to adjust the timing. Next thing to do, take the needle plate off. Screwdriver here. Let's see what I'm doing. Take this plate off. What I always check for on the needle plate is to check that where the needle goes through, check there's no little nicks or dents. This is nice and clean, so that's all good. Machine's running lovely, sounds quiet, it just needs a bit of oil and a bit of adjustments. Obviously coming for a reason, it's probably tensions. That's what most people bring them in for. It's just a bad stitch, which will clean the tensions out. Press the foot off. You can take the needle out now as well. Don't need the needle. And then work out how this comes apart. I've done these before. I haven't done one for a little while. So normally there's a screw in the base here. Just to the left of the hook. On there. There's another one just in there. There's going to be some more in the back. One up here. Another one down here. Another one at the top, which will just let the front cover drop. And there's probably another one behind this at the front. No. One in the end, just here. Don't need to take that one out, just loosen that. That allows the bracket to come off. This will probably pull off, yep, that pulls off. There's no screws behind that. And then we check the bottom. We've got a couple of screws here. Might not need to take that off. Yeah, might not have to release those. It should just pop apart now. Let's have a look. It comes apart. It's just a matter of manipulating the casing out and then push this back casing in and pull the casing forward. That should double checking I haven't missed one because it feels quite tight. Just unplug the machine, checking what's coming apart and what isn't. There's something in there holding it, I can't see what. It feels like it's around here. Maybe I just have to take this screw out up the top here. That feels better. I just missed a screw. I don't know if you can see, but it's just in here to the right of the needle bar. Another one of those with a flange on it. Still feels like there's something holding it. It's just got to come over the top of this switch. Right. Okay. I'm pretty sure it is just clipped in. It's just the casing is holding itself together. It's a little while since I've done one. Might need just pop a lever into that slot there. No, don't force it. Never force these cases because you don't want to damage them. This looks to me like it needs pushing in there. Just like that to release it, and I think I'll find there's another screw holding the back on. So yeah, so what we were trying to do is there was a clip from the front was in this slot, so you have to push this right back hard to make it pop out. Little tip for you if you're taking yours apart, and then we'll find another screw here, I'm sure, which is there. Always fun trying to get machines apart. And another one there. There's two screws here which hold the electrical connector in place. Don't undo those because that's nothing to do with the casing. Okay, now we'll just pull it apart. And there's the casing off. And because it's not an electronic machine, we can plug it back in and run the machine. I haven't had to disconnect any cables to get it off. Light comes on, machine runs, you can see everything working. It's fantastic. Oh, it's pretty clean inside. We just check the tension's working, which it is. It's releasing. So we'll get blow in between the tensions to get any fluff out. It's definitely working. It's releasing there, tightening up when you put the foot down. So now we start to oil. Well, I had someone recently message me about one of my videos saying they wish they could see where I was oiling. It's not that easy to show people because I can't hold the camera with one hand close up and work because I need two hands to work. So the rule of thumb is when you see something that moves, which is this shaft and this bit that isn't moving, that's where you want to drop the oil. So between the bits that turn and the bits that don't, and that will work the oil into that bearing and that'll be fine. We'll push this across. Again, this bit here stands still, this bit in the middle moves, so we just put a drop of oil in the middle. All you're doing is lubricating anything that can rub against something else and make it hot. The lubrication protects against it seizing up through heat. That's working. This is releasing here, so when you push this bobbin winder across, it stops the main shaft turning. When you do that, it pops this back.
I'm alright locking you in for a bit.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry, what I'm saying was this mechanism here stops the shaft moving while you're winding the bobbin. So you watch this here. When I put the bobbin winder back, it engages in the main shaft, makes it work. Or the clutch, or this does the same thing as the older machines where you have to release the hand wheel. So that's good there. We look on the back again. We've got moving part here against the non-moving part. We've got another one there where it moves and swivels. Another one there. It's pretty good condition, this machine. It's nice. That's one of the basic brother machines. Just going to put some oil on the hook here. The only problem with these, they put plastic here. I suppose it keeps them quiet, but it's just another part that's weaker than the metal. I don't like putting plastic inside machines. But it's all done against cost and weight. Again, I'm going to work along, watch what's moving, what's not moving. That's the window cleaner turned up. Yeah, not too much oil down this end. I'm just going to adjust the stitch, get a longer stitch. And watch everything move, make sure I get oil into all the parts. A little bit in there, just to get the hook drive. Some more at the back there. It's a very simple machine, this machine. It's just got a cam follower to produce the stitches. Make sure that's oiled so it springs back to where it should be. It is. It's all good. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to put some thread on it just to check the tensions, what I want it to be. I have to hold a few things in place. So that's the tension. It's really loose. Press the foot down. That tightens up. So that's working. That's about right tension. I'm happy with that. It's easier to do that now and adjust it than it is to have to take it all apart again later. That's doing its thing. Right, just going to have a quick check. Got to put some oil on the presser foot lifting bar, top and bottom. And that is pretty much it lubricated. It probably takes longer to strip this machine down than it does to oil it. Motor belt is a little tight. I might just loosen that a fraction along the life of the belt and the motor. To adjust that on here. It's a bit big, that one. Let's try that one there. And mid between those two, probably that one there. All we do is loosen off the screws holding the motor to the bracket. No, doesn't like that. Let me get the use a little ratchet. Too big. That's the right size. I'll just use a little 1/4 inch ratchet here just to loosen these bolts off because they're pretty tight. And then once it's loose, enables me to lift the motor slightly and make the belt a little bit looser. So run it and make sure it doesn't slip, and then tighten up these bolts. That's it. That's a lot looser now. If I'm not too loose, it's going to come off. And that will make the belt last a little bit longer and take the strain off the motor. So that's good. It's the little things to check when you're servicing. Things you don't normally think of. Right, so now we're going to put the casings back on in reverse order. So the case just slips on. It'll only go one way, this is. Make sure the electrical connector sticks out the slot. Might have to just ease it into place. It's a bit fiddly. A bit fiddly. Finding what's holding it. It's probably been me being silly, but something's stopping it moving in. So I'm still going to come up a little bit higher to understand. Always fiddly up casings. I think it is that. We just get a screwdriver in, ease that out. Just won't go over the button. That's it. Because the electrical switch was stopping it. That is all in place now. Try and put this on. This has fallen off. I think that goes like that. Yeah, so that goes in there. I'll show you what I'm doing here, because hopefully you won't be silly and break it off like I did. I'll have to take the case off and do that again, you know. Okay, let's not struggle. Let's take the casing off again. Over there. I'm making this look difficult. I was a bit distracted by the window cleaner, to be honest. Still considering stopping the video, but it's only a window cleaner. Thinking that should go in there. You can't really see what I'm doing, I don't think, can you? Not really. So this all fell apart when I was trying to put it in. So what I need to do is put this on. Put it back. That's how it sits, and then we have to slip it through and get it in place. It's not easy to do. I don't think I can do it like this. Let's have a look. No. Right, the only way to do it is to get that on first, and then jiggle these parts in. So needs a bit of patience, and 3 hands and a hook. Get that under there. I can't even explain what I'm doing here. Brilliant. Just got to get over that little bit of plastic there. Oh, it should be so simple. It's never simple, is it? That's probably the way. Can't even show you what I'm doing. I'd like to show you what I'm doing, but I can't. Just need snap that into place and it'll be good to go, like that. So what you end up with is that over that slot, a little bit of plastic goes into that hole, just like that, and then that's springy now because of it pushing on that. So that's what fell off. Right. Let's try it again now. I did it while I was getting the casing back on. So just need to be aware of that flap when you put them back. That went back easier this time, didn't it? There you go, so that's all back in now. Start to put these screws back in. So we had one down here. Important to get them all on because you don't want to take the thing apart again. got another one just in here. To turn the machine just to the right of the needle bar, and then we had another one just to the left of the hook. And then we had another one, I think where it was now. Oh yeah, another one just near the hand wheel. Right, so that's got all four in now. It's nice and secure. Nothing else to go in there. And we can get the front cover. And this literally snaps on. Lining it all up roughly so everything is in the right position. The only screw you've got holding this lot is this one in the end, so you just want to make sure that is behind the screw. And then we want to get to a place where we can just snap it into place. Sometimes easier said than done. Once one bit gets in, the rest will follow. Promise. Make sure the reverse lever's outside the case, and everything just snaps into place. Top and bottom, left and right. Don't force anything. If it's not going in right, then there's something in the way. Just make sure everything's in line. And eventually you can just snap it in. And once it snaps into place, you can start to put the screws back in the back. No point snapping it into place until it's all in line, because it won't go. A little tap, front and back, and that's what gets it together. And all we do then, we put the screws back in. We've got one in the bottom here, which is a, pretty sure it was a machine screw. It goes into metal, not the casing. I'm right in saying that. No, I'm wrong saying that. Ignore that bit. That goes into the top. You can see the metal through the hole. It's not quite lining up, so just readjust. That's it. Yeah, a machine screw is just a screw without a point and a thread. Okay, sorry about that. Phone calls, people turning up. We're going to stop filming. So yeah, what I've done now, I've put all the screws back in. I've got one more to do at the back here for this front cover. Just one in there, and then we can get on and service the machine. Sew the machine in. I've already serviced it. a bit mad when the phone rings and people turn up. And don't overdo screws because it's easy to turn them into plastic and lose the thread. That's all good, that's fixed. Now I'm going to check the hook. Just run my fingernail around. You can actually, I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera there, but there's a couple of little grooves on there. Just there and there. I will file them down so it's back to being smooth again. Because any little nick will affect the tension. That might be the reason it came in. The reason for the fault why it came in. That's good. Put a drop of oil in the race. Not too much. Don't want to get it on the sewing. Pop that in there. Make sure that's clean, which it is. Drop that in as well. Click it into place. Oh, just realised I forgot to tighten up the screw. That's what happens when you get distracted. Let's pop this cover off again. Just this screw here. Just stops the front popping off. Okay, that's that done. Pop the electrics back in. It's all good. Put this back on. That's working. Needle plate, so check that at the beginning, the slot's fine on it, so we don't need to file that down. If you've got a machine that's got a needle plate that's hard to get at the screws, and get yourself one of these. It's a little ratchet angled screwdriver. You don't need a lot of space, you don't need that much space to get in. This is a snap-on Blue Point one, but other people make them. An advert for snap-on tools if they need it. Blue Point YA490. They probably superseded it by now, it's a few years old. Probably a BTWS now. If you want to contact your local snap-on man, he'll find you one. That's it. Put the foot back on. Get ourselves a new needle. In. And we'll just nip up that screw, the needle bar. Excuse my head. Sweating, to be honest. There's a slot. Slight little nip. Lovely. let's get it sewing, see what it does. Put the thread on the bobbin. Winding nice and evenly. Tension's fine on the bobbin case, I think. Find out when we sew, but it feels okay. Thread the needle up. First thing to do, make sure the foot's up, which releases this tension. Round the tension, round the take-up lever, which is this part here, and also machines the bit that comes up and down, that the thread goes through, is called a take-up lever. Put the foot down once you've threaded it, just to give you more room to thread the needle. That's the needle threaded. Down and up, pull the thread from below. Everything felt nice and smooth then. Get some fabric. And give it a sew. Okay, we'll put it on zigzag, sorry, straight stitch. That's set on 5. Sorry, nice, it sounds good. A bit of zigzag as well. And after doing straight stitch and zigzag, I normally pull it out and cut it and then check the back and front of the thread. So you can see from that the zigzag's perfect V's, front and back. Straight stitch looks like individual stitches front and back. So the tension's set fine. And all we do now is try some other stitches on it. Try 12. Yeah, it's alright, this machine, but I do like to have stitch length control when I'm sewing. I don't like this auto, because basically that number 12, which does this stitch here, is not really doing as close a stitch as I'd like. There's nothing I can do to adjust it, because there is no stitch length dial. But it is what it is. There's not many patterns on this. Straight stitch, zigzag, bit of blind hem, triple zigzag, which is that one. The stitches it's doing, it's a really nice stitch, so that's what you get from the basic machine. And then we just run it, check the bobbin buttonhole. It's not really a buttonhole, foot on it. But yeah, doing everything it should be doing. There you go, it's doing all the stitches, doing the buttonhole, front and back, everything's good. This is just where it caught some threads that were laying around underneath. So, yeah, so nice machine. It's a budget machine, but it sews well, does the job. That's all you really want. If you're just doing basic sewing, there's no fancy embroidery. It's got a flatbed attachment, so you can turn it into a flatbed machine. Yeah, so another one serviced. I'm sorry about the interruptions. Probably by the time I've edited it, you probably, if I do it right, you won't notice too much. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Email address is on the screen there if you want to send any messages or ask any questions or comment on YouTube. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.